The more you show up, the more you build your confidence. And the further you go through experience of showing up, through the endurance that you've shown through your life. But it's the opposite when you don't show up. When you call out of work or you don't show up to your responsibilities, you lose confidence. You're mad at yourself. Years go by, you don't have experience, you don't have strength of past accomplishments to pull from, and you negatively, self-induced, have a life of more suffering than needs to be. Remember, most suffering in life is self-induced. Gambling, drugs, bad relationships, bad habits, lack of showing up. And in life, financially, mentally, and I think in every way, look, everyone hates going to work. At least I did, especially in the beginning of my career, because you have no experience, you have no power in the workforce, and you're starting at the bottom. But as you show up over 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you move up. If you keep showing up, and if maybe once every 10 years or so you take a new position. See, build a base of 5-10 years of showing up at the same job and overall the same industry. Then strategically show up to a new job, apply to a new job, secure it, and go to a new one. Why? Because you need that confidence to know that you can do something else, that you're not just an electrician, you're not just whatever it is for you, right? Because there's a hurdle in doing something different than you have not normally done. And this may not apply to everyone. Some people were started in a career they love and they keep doing it, right? But in my experience, I didn't like working with my hands. I didn't like construction, but I liked getting a paycheck. I liked independence, okay? And I knew that you have to pay your dues at some point in life. And I saw many people in my peer groups try to avoid paying their dues, try to avoid starting the work of their life. And there's been times that even I got sucked into, well, I don't want to show up or I don't want to do this. And that's what happened to me. I got negatively affected, not positively affected. Showing up is like discipline. It's the pain of showing up, but there's more pain in not showing up. When you wake up late and you don't go to work, you feel worse. When you show up, when other people don't show up to work, you move up, you empower yourself. And then again, strategically, every 10 years or so, you have the confidence, the experience to take new roles. You move even higher up, you get more paychecks, you have more experience, and you more confidence. And the older you get, the easier it is to deal with a hard task at work, because you have more experience, you have more endurance, you have more evidence that you've already done it. I remember telling someone, I said, look at your, they were down, they were lost of confidence. I said, look at your past accomplishments. Don't act like you're a weakling that's not able to do things. And I always tell people, especially a lot of people online, and there's no disrespect, but if there's some level of disability or some issue, no disrespect, but remember, you're watching the internet. You have the ability to type. You have the ability to listen, to watch. Don't act like you don't have any ability. Because if you act like that and you don't show up, you'll get treated like a baby. And the number one thing that I hear from people who don't have confidence, who didn't show up, don't treat me like a baby. Well, don't act like a baby. Act like an adult. Show up and feel the pain of discipline, or feel the pain of regret. Feel the pain of discipline in taking a new role, secure the job before you quit the other job, and move up, or else feel the regret of your life. Life is like a frozen pizza, okay? It's quick to put a frozen pizza in the oven for 10 minutes, but it's regret after that fucking dry tomato sauce wreaks heartburn all up and down your esophagus. Life should be like an avocado sandwich on whole grain. It's healthy. You'll feel better after you do it. You'll feel better after you show up. You'll have more confidence and you'll go even further. But when you don't show up, you feel worse. You get more negative, and you may start to associate with negative people or live with them. You know who doesn't believe in you? Anyone who tells you, don't worry about showing up, don't worry about taking that new position. You know who believes in you? Someone who says, you know what? One of my regrets in life is I could have took a different position, but I was scared because I was too comfortable. You know who believes in you? Someone who knows that you're not happy and wants you to do what you need to do to get happy, but they can't do it for you. They can't do it for you. And the person that's encouraging you may not even be able to do it for themselves. That's true love. See, I don't look down on people, guys, but I also have to make sure I push myself. Push yourself to show up. Get those paychecks, move up the ladder. If not, welcome to troll destitution. You have a decision to make. People who struggle to spend $6 a day on coffee will struggle their entire life to figure out how to live in poverty. But they want the free internet. You know, I've worked in internet companies. You know how many people it takes to run fiber optic cables underneath a hot floor, underneath a ceiling? These people type on an internet they think was created without hard work. Show up to your life. Build your career, build your confidence, build your bag. If not, suffer more than you need to. Because as an adult, you're going to look around, and the people who play fantasy football may have a gambling habit. The people who bet on crypto may have two phones, the Obama phone and the phone their mama bought them. Why? Hey, because crypto, they're heavily invested. They got a heavy drug habit too. So what I want to tell you in this, guys, we all fail. None of us are better than others. But don't fall for the guilt trips that keep you in the frozen pizza of suffering. Quick gratification, long-term suffering. Discipline. One day at a time, one step at a time. Show up right now. Get your fucking ass up. Or else, stay up all night and be mad at yourself all night. That's the only option. It gets easier the more you show up. Never forget it.